All right, comrades, we're back on with another customer interview today with my boy Angelo. Now, Angelo's been working with us over the last 12 months inside of EM, and Angelo is actually located in Romania. Angelo, can you kind of give us like a little bit of a breakdown? I know you, like last month you just had a 19K month overall. How long you been cutting hair? Where do you cut hair at? And how did you really get started cutting hair?
Hi Daniel, so I am from Romania. I cut hair from 9 years now, since 2016. I started cutting hair because my mother was a hairdresser, and it just runs in the family, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, like Romania is like kind of interesting. I remember, when we first onboarded you, like I remember somebody said, "Hey, we got a barber from Romania." I'm like, "No freaking way." What's like the barber industry or barber community on Romania like?
Barbering in Romania is evolving at a fast pace, at least in the last few years. I really like that. I was always hoping to see barbering at this stage, but here we are now. In Romania, we have, especially in the bigger cities, we have very nice studios, very good barbers, very developed barbers. But you know, the mentality in a lot of barber shops are that the location matters, but that doesn't do.
I guess for you, I think that's a big thing, especially like for you. No one is really charging like what you're charging out there. You're charging what 100 for a haircut currently right now.
Yes, I charge 100 haircut and 120 haircut and beard.
And then what is like a typical charging price point? Like what do other barbers charge out there?
So in my city, I think it's like 60, 70, like haircut and beard. Mm-hmm. But like in the bigger city, like in the capital of Romania, they are charging my prices.
And then for you, are you like in a smaller, like I think you're in a population of what 3,500 people? Like how is that? Like when you're talking about bigger city location, like how many people like are in that location?
So when I tell you about a bigger city, I really mean like 1.7 million population. That's the population of the capital of Romania.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're at what 35K, which is a huge change up.
Yeah, I know. I'm so proud of this.
Yeah, I guess like for yourself, like I guess obviously like to scale you up to get to like 100 a cut, making like 19K a month overall. You first started, you were making about 10K a month. Obviously, the big like pull from that, how we scaled was via social media, right? I guess like for yourself, like, we look at a social media platform and everyone's posting today trying to get results like yourself, trying to get new clients in, trying to scale up their income, trying to scale up their pricing. I guess, how did you find what makes your content different and then use that to like really like scale up the business?
So making content is not enough if you don't have a good work ethic. And I believe that you should combine these two, like good content, good work ethic, because the people should receive what they expect from your content. They are not meant to be disappointed. When you have some expectation from someone you see on the social media and you go to get a haircut and you see that barbershop is messy, the feeling you have inside the barbershop is not a good feeling. You don't feel right, like with happy people. Just do good content, be consistent. That's the most important thing. Be consistent even when nobody claps for you. You should clap for yourself. That's it, and do the work. Do the work.
Do the freaking work. Absolutely.
Yep.
And like, I guess like as you like reflect on like our time working together, like what was like the one big lesson or like moment that really helped your business grow?
Managing money, definitely. I mean, you have to, if you don't know what you make, it's worse. And if you don't know how much you spend, it's even worse, because you can reach a stage in your life when you are working so hard, you are so booked up, you make a lot of money, pretty good money, but at the end of the month you have no savings. I mean, $100. So then becomes frustration. Then you start to go to work with a bad attitude. You just feel like you are working towards no goal. Mm-hmm. So if you manage your money, you know how to not spend recklessly. That's my biggest lesson I learned here.
Yeah, I think a lot of barbers like fall into that, like under that umbrella, right? Where it's like you're just cutting hair to like spend money. And it's like you're working through this thing blind. Like you said, it's like it's bad if you don't know your income. It's even worse if you don't know like what your expenses are, because like you don't know what you're bleeding every single month. You don't know if like you're going to be making a profit, and you're kind of just like working just to like breathe. And that's not what we're in this business for. Again, it's like a business we are running. We got to make sure we are actually like improving our lifestyle, make sure we're saving money, and not just like going in every single day cutting hair just to like pay the damn bills. I guess for you, like obviously, like you know, in order to scale up to like that 19K month, right? To get up to like 100 a cut overall, you had to go through a big journey of like you know getting and seeing things come together, whether it be from the content, from like the client standpoint. Can you tell us about like maybe the moment when everything started to click for you? Like what happened? What was going through your head? And like yeah, just what happened that allowed you to like really create the momentum to take yourself to the next level?
I just realized how time flies. I just woke up. It's 2024. I mean, it was 2024 when I started EM. But before that, you know, it was 2018. I wanted to start a YouTube channel. I had 2 years of barbering. I just delayed. I just find some excuses not to start it now. I just procrastinated. Then was 2020. I wanted to start a TikTok channel with the barbering stuff and things like that. I did posted then some clips, shitty clips, you know, but banged, you know, banged. Right now I have to work, sweat work to get those results. But anyway, I keep procrastinated. So time flies. Do the work and do whatever you want, but do it now. Don't find excuses, stop procrastinating, and do all the things that you think will be better for you in the future.
Like have a long-term mindset. Like I'm always about like exactly what you said. Like make sure we have a long-term mindset. We're not just doing things to like to pay the bills this month. Like who cares? Like at the end of the day, if like you know you're just working to pay the bills this month, you're gonna like 12 months from now you're still gonna be working to pay the bills that same month. Instead of how can I get myself into a better position in 12 months from now from the work I'm doing today, right? And do that work and focus on that thing. Don't just focus on getting by. Focus on thriving. Of course, like through your journey, like Angela, I'm sure like you had like maybe some like doubts, you know, like as you're trying to grow and scale this business up. Like, what was like your anchor, like source of motivation that kept you like really pushing forward, like through those tough moments?
Going through hard times while still keeping your good principles and work ethic is where character is built. So, I don't think a lot of people could just climb a hill just to see another one, but I can. So. That was my motivation.
Yeah, like really building like like character defining moments, or really building like the more like really like your source of motivation was just to like develop yourself more than just like of course like get the result, but it's like it's all personal development like period for you. Like if I can get past this, I'm gonna be a better person. I'm gonna be a better businessman at the end of the day than what I was prior to this. Correct?
Yeah. So basically, you just have to see that if even if you have a hard time, you still have something to learn from. You take the most valuable lesson from everything in life.
Absolutely. I guess like reflecting on like let's say your growth inside of like working inside of EM, right? What were like some non-negotiable habits or even mindsets that propelled you forward?
For me, it's the long-term thinking. Ever since I started barbering, like in 2016, I've always think about how one thing would affect me in the future, and this got me so far in this game, because every time I went to a barbering seminar or course, even if the subject of the course or the seminar was something that I already knew, I will just go there for the networking, because as I told you before, you still have to take value from everything in life, even if you already know a lot of things. So long-term thinking and have patience. Not everything in life it will be like bam now. You plant the seed and then you take the apples.
Yeah. Like I think again too, like a lot of people, like especially barbers, like they want to make like 20K a month or 19K a month like right now, and it's like it takes time. Like it takes a lot of work, and it's like I just try to have everyone focus on like, look, to get where like you're at right now, making 19K a month, or someone else making 20K a month or 30K a month. It's like that's a completely different person and a completely different like way you operate the business than where you were like 12 months ago. Like you look at the way you are right now and the way you operate, the way you think, it's completely different. You have to change, right? And it's like relentlessly going and attacking every single day with that change in mind in order to get to that goal. And that's like the long-term mindset overall of like, I'm only focused on like the long-term results that my actions today are going to give me, not like the short-term results. Like let's say for instance, if I'm going to go to the gym, I'm focused on like the long-term results of like make sure I can increase my muscle mass versus like eating some cake today that's going to make me feel good, you know? I guess looking back, what is one piece of advice that you wish you had received earlier in your career before joining EM?
One advice that I think that would have helped me a lot, it is just whatever you want to do it now. Stop procrastinating because you don't have that much time that you think you have. Life just goes by so fast, and if you don't do the things at the right moment, you might just slip away the opportunity.
Did you have any experience with that, like of like maybe like procrastinating? Do you have a problem with procrastinating prior?
Yeah, as I said earlier, 2018. If I made YouTube since 2018
Yeah.
or TikTok since 2020,
Yeah.
I would just find some excuses. It's just a shitty camera. I don't have to a camera to make a video. I don't have a microphone. Then I don't have time, even if my time was filled with shitty things, not something important.
Yeah. Just act now at the end of the day. Like again, too, it seems like so minuscule of like missing a day or something like, today, but like 5 years from now, you'd be kicking yourself in the ass like, fuck, I should have started then. Because like, otherwise you're never going to like really get the thing going. I guess for you, like, obviously you had to like, as a business owner, we're always like solving problems, right? Like what's one big challenge or problem that you faced while we've been working together inside of EM, and like how'd you overcome that thing?
It was so hard for me to get out of my comfort zone because I was doing well. I was making some decent money. I was very good, right, as I was. But I always felt I was missing something. I always felt I could do more. And with the right people around me, like you guys in the new era of barbering, I just realized that I was right. I could have done more, and I could have done more earlier. But maybe now it was the perfect time for me. Maybe I was mature enough to do it.
Yeah, but it's just like again too like that a little bit of procrastination overall, like what we were talking about prior. But it's like you knew what you could like. Did you know like exactly like I know you talked about you knew you could do more, you knew you could do better, you knew something was missing. Did you really know what that thing was, or it was kind of like an internal feeling like I think something's a little bit off. I think I'm missing something.
It was internal, but it was also confidence in me because I knew how I was trained as a barber. I knew that my mindset is very different than other barbers and people in general. And I also, when wealthy people spoke of their ideas, of their mindset and, perception of life, I always feel like I resonate with them. And when I talk to other barbers or other friends with some ideas, they weren't on the same page. And that thing made me think like, okay, maybe I could do more because of my mindset.
I guess for you, Angelo, right? Like obviously, like 12 months ago, or like before you joined the program, you looked at maybe even joining the program maybe as a risk to your business, a risk to yourself, risk in your business, a risk in like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen, right? Like, of course, now looking like in the rearview mirror, it's like that was probably one of the best risks ever. What did you like? Obviously, like everybody has that type of feeling. It might be a risk. I don't really know if it's going to work out or not. How did you work through that overall to maybe take that leap forward in working with us inside the New Era Barbering?
So basically, the whole risk was the financial one because for me it was a big price for me. Mm-hmm. But money is not everything for me. I'm not a millionaire, obviously, but I don't value money. I value freedom, and I am in the search of freedom through the way of money. And investing some money into a good program, which obviously is a very good program because it helped me. Even if I had failed, I would have known that I wouldn't have lived with the regret of not starting a YouTube channel. Yeah, like in 2018 or TikTok. I think it wasn't a risk. It was just something different. I think it was an investment that could have gone wrong if I wouldn't have put in the work.
Absolutely. If you go a day back before you started working inside of the EM program, what advice would you give yourself knowing what you know now? Now, while Angelo goes ahead and thinks about that answer, if you want to go ahead and like get similar results like Angelo did working with us inside of our mentorship program, I'll go ahead and put a link down below in the description for you guys to go ahead and book a call with my team. On that 15-minute call, we'll go over and dissect your business, see what the main problems are, and give you an exact roadmap on how to get to your goals in a very streamlined path. So, Angelo, go ahead and give it to us real quick. What advice would you give yourself knowing what you know now?
I think the best advice it will be to be committed to this 100% if you go in. Your future self will be more than thanking you. Because if you're not committed, then why are you doing this? That's the best advice I could give to a new person who is willing to join the new era of barbering. And also one thing that stuck up to my mind, every time I get distracted, you know, using social media or TV or things like that, every time I get distracted, I just keep on hearing you on our calls, like, if a thing you do doesn't help you to go towards your goal, then why are you doing it? This community helped me go towards my goal. That's why I was doing it.
Oh yeah, and like I'm a big believer in that. Like into if you're not happy with the results you're getting in life right now in your business, it's like look at everything you do throughout the day, and is the thing that you are doing just think about it, is this actually going to produce business growth results, actually produce more income inside of your business? Yes or no? If not, why would you still continue doing it? Because if you continue doing things that don't produce an ROI back in your business, you can guarantee that you will not get the results in your business that you actually want, like Angelo did. So, other than that, Angelo, I want to say thank you so much for hopping on this customer interview, dude. Like, you're a freaking killer out in Romania. It's been a pleasure as well, too, being able to work alongside you and also scale up your barber business. Super excited to start, again, to see what's up next for you as well. And again, too, dude, like for you put in the damn work. You've pushed yourself past your limits, and I can say I'm very, very proud of like what you've been able to accomplish thus far, and will continue to accomplish, my brother.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you a lot.
Absolutely.